Hello. I don't really want to use this right now. I have like this handy dandy. I know you guys want to see this. It's so gross, right? For my little nicotine pouch, and then for later usage, it goes on top. I mean, girls in Sweden use it, so how gross is it? Mass consciousness. I'm a Swedish girl, aren't I? I guess I am Swedish if I'm a Lee, because Linda's Swedish instead of Norwegian. Okay. I'm so extremely frustrated and angry, and yesterday I had a panic attack kind of all day. Um, I found a new game to play called Cake Sort. It's pretty fun, except the ads are like crazy. There's like a lot, like a ton of ads, but that kind of kept me occupied yesterday. I mean, how many kids sit in their room all day playing video games, you know? And we wonder why. Do we wonder, Linda? I have people that like found out that like my real dad is Brandon, and like they think we're all the same thing. They think it's like an even playing field and stuff. And because of that, they like try to persuade, I don't want to say go after Brandon's family because that's the wrong verbiage, but they pursue Brandon's family, mainly the mom, to be honest, I think, more than Shannon, because Shannon, she wants to say she's a little bit smarter than her mom. Um, but yeah, I have people that find out. I mean, because you all see me with Brandon, like in your mind's eye and stuff, and now I'm talking about him out loud, so you know that it was real. But some people are like very smart occultists, right? And they know that they like put two and two together. Oh, Brandon must be her dad. And so then they'll start pursuing Linda to try to get good in with the family to kind of like usurp the line from me, I want to say, as if you could usurp the line from God. But that's sort of their human logical sense. And I know of one man in particular who pursued Linda, and you know, tried to do that manipulative tactic of like breaking up a family and like in hopes of like degenerating the family line, the Lee line, the dragon line. Um, yeah, I just think, you know what I mean? I think it's my favorite word. And I think Victor said it the other day. She's about to call us pathetic. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. I think that's pretty pathetic. Victor called it. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything more pathetic, honestly. Let's just get this over with before I start coughing. I think I'm just getting so much information right now. Oh, it tastes like sesame oil. I think I'm just getting so much information right now that it's like, I hate that when it's like so much information. It's like, is this like really what happened? Or is it something behind you? Or, you know, it's just like a bunch, like it's just not clear yet, I want to say. And I hate when it's like that, when the information's just not clear. That's like, that's something else. Um, yeah. And then they always like turn around. I'm doing it in the name of protecting you. Well, I wouldn't need any more protection if I was in my castle, would I? Okay, and that's a very easy sentence to say. Alyssa, please put Alyssa in her castle. I mean, how easy is it to say that? Okay, so like the jig is up. You're not doing anything in order to protect me, okay? Um, because all you have to say is put Alyssa in her castle and vote with your energy in that manner. Okay, so you're not doing anything in the name of protecting me and another god named Brandon. If you want to protect God, if you want to protect the princess, then I think you should just agree with me. I think that's the best way to protect the princess is to give me what my will is because I am the will of the universe. Okay? Tiny mortal will. Tiny pathetic little mortal will. And y'all want to complain to me that you're about to get stuck again. I was thinking about like Alex, you know, if he actually like came over, if he wasn't like arguing with himself, like to come to LA, my sensitive Mr. Alex, you know, nice, sensitive, telepathic, very intuitive, very psychic, very powerful, very telekinetic, wonderful Mr. Alex. If he wasn't arguing with himself back in 1997, I mean, it might as well have been right. Whatever it was, 2017. If he wasn't arguing with himself to like come over from Sedona to like get in his car and like come over to LA, like hang out and like meet my friends and everything like that. And I was just thinking about that, how he could just have like sweetly integrated himself into LA culture and like his like I'm very kind and my friends are your friends, Alex, and like you know what I mean? Like, I was just thinking about how like life was in LA and how it was so fun and like and parties and stuff and like run into this person, run into that person, like introduce Alex to my friends. Those are your friends now, Alex. That's how I work. That's how I operate. Like, please, like enjoy your life and you know what I mean? And like someone like they were coming through him. Like my LA friends were like coming. Actually, it was an LA friend and a Burlington friend. Because they should be around me right now too, right? And they're angry that they're not around me. And so it was both. It was both Burlington and LA, and they were starting to come through him. And he's like, "Look, there's your friends." And I immediately got instantly angry. And I was like, "Why am I getting angry? Why would I be getting at my best friend for being friends with my friends?" Okay, that's weird to me. That's very weird. Okay, I don't agree with that. That doesn't agree with my soul. But it's obviously someone that's listening in, or, that's I'm sharing energy with right now, or maybe that's protecting the princess in the name of protecting the princess, or whatever that is. And like, that's like their thoughts influencing me to like get angry at my best friend. And he's like, now I want to back away. And I'm like, I understand that because why would you want to be around angry people like that? That's just weird, Alex. It's just fucking weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it on the record. My friends are your friends, Alex, okay? And that that's how I roll. Okay, that's normal to me and that's nice and that's fun and that's kind and it makes it a bigger party. And they were saying yesterday, isn't she, like she runs Antarctica, okay? That's a big party. That's a gigantic party of a lot of people. Okay, she runs Antarctica. So I just have to set the record straight on that because the stupid anger, is just silly. Um, so I mean, all of my friends in LA are friends with each other. So I don't know who you're talking to, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. All of my friends are kind of friends with each other in LA, and that would be the same for here in Burlington. So, um, it's like I feel like I left that in the past, and here it is. Like, you know, um, raising its negative monster head from the grave. Like again, like, oh, I need to like protect my friend. My friends are my friends and your friends are your friends. Like again, very, very petty, very, very immature. Um, Obviously it reaches into occult sciences because we feel the energy and and we know we're popping pimples, but it's just we thought we would be in the castle this year, okay? And we're dealing with this petty high school bullshit yet again for another year, okay? It's just like it is maddening. It is maddening. I definitely feel like I'm going mad. I'm going mad, people. I'm literally going mad, okay? Um I was just like thinking of like I was thinking because my friend Steven in LA, he's a DJ. And I was thinking of like one of his parties and like all of our different friends being there and like Alex being there and Alex being friends with Steven and like them getting along and like because he's like a famous vegan chef as well as a DJ and stuff. And I was thinking they have probably a lot in common um and I was thinking of like maybe like I would go there with like a girlfriend or something, and then I'd see Alex and Steven and I'd say hello to them and I'd be happy for them. Like, oh, he made new friends. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, all my friends get along. Like, that's cool. Like, it's just weird to me that there's like so much hate and like petty jealousy and like weird vibes this year and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, that would have been so much fun, you know? It's just like so stupid. Like, obviously, like a lot of my friends in LA are into spirituality and wellness and would have appreciated Alex's company. It's not like that hard to understand. It's it's crazy that we have to talk about this in 2024. It's just like crazy. Okay. So yeah, I had a huge panic attack yesterday after that happened, after I talked to Alex over the screen, because we know telepathy is real. And yeah, that happened. And I was just like, I'm sorry, Alex. This is just so stupid. And and yeah, after I talked to Alex, I had like a panic attack and I was sitting in my bed and I had to calm down and play the cake sort game to calm myself down all day. So yeah, I just had a panic attack all day yesterday and then I had to like kind of like calm myself down and talk myself out of it. And I had like my friends like talking to me like in my head, like over walls. I had Tom talking to me over my head. And I had Hayden and I had a few other friends. I had Adrian Grenier. I think Brandon talked for a little bit. There was a bunch of different people talking and hanging out with me. Um, and it was during an ancient Atlantean attack. What do you know? So the ancient Atlanteans went full throttle yesterday and they caused me, the baby of the group, to have a panic attack. So I thought that was interesting, the correlation. The correlation between the ancient Atlanteans literally going nuts and standing up for themselves and literally attacking the crap out of us, and me having a literal panic attack and also like getting mad at Alex, right? It all correlates, right? So, how real are panic attacks? Okay, so gordita crunch yet again. So I don't know if we're like in -5 or like I'm just sticking to like the 3 4 5 D right now. Like I said, like it's kind of convoluted universe right now and things aren't like super clear. Um, because we're definitely popping pimples and it's definitely the start of an alien invasion and things always get, you know, wires always get crossed in the beginning of the alien invasion. I think we didn't do this one time. I think we've done this like 3 or 4 times in this timeline. Otherwise, there would have. Anyway, I don't want to say it like that. See what I mean? It's just like, okay. Um, I'd like myself to forgive myself if I say anything to myself that would be offensive to myself right now as I'm popping pimples. Okay, that's what I want to say to myself. Okay. Gordita Crunch. Okay, so I was in the toy industry working again last night. So I've sort of been flipping between, I want to say, ad agencies, fashion houses, like high-end fashion houses, and the toy industry this year with my intradimensional work. I want to say I've been going between those industries, probably some other ones as well that I've mentioned, but those are the ones that I distinctly remember this year. And so last night I was back in the toy industry and I was dressing dolls for an event that they were having. And no one would help me, but were pretending to help me was the thought that I had. And I'm just going to go with that, even though it's probably a little bit of paranoia, which we know is very prevalent in corporate. Paranoia is extremely prevalent in corporate. All right. An old friend of mine there, they keep calling him Tomas, which is really funny. It's just Thomas, but they keep calling him Tomas. Tomas is actually my old dog's name. His pound puppy name when he was in the pound, it was Tomas. And then I adopted him and I renamed him Opie's. Um, and then I would call him Tomas every once in a while. Tomas. So anyway, as my old friend Thomas was there, and he was extreme gordita crunch, and I think I was married to him, so it was kind of like an amalgamation of faith, interdimensional experience, because I'm obviously not married to my friend Thomas, but um, there was that, and I was flirting with him, and yes, he was extreme gordita crunch, very extreme. Yes. That would be a yikes. Of course, there was a pool at work because there seems to always be a pool at work. And what we now know, class, if you've been paying attention, is that a pool would be the technology called Deadpool. And that is also a person named Mr. Ryan Reynolds. Okay. So Mr. Ryan Reynolds is also the technology called Deadpool. And that's obviously a superhero power. Okay. So there was the pool at work, and I guess I was spy locating because I looked in the pool and I saw myself in the pool. I saw Alyssa in the pool, and she was like swimming and like enjoying it and be like, all that kind of stuff you do in the pool. And basically, so the bilocating queen that I am, I knew that what Alyssa was doing in the pool and that she's getting it ready for like to make it more of a religious temple pool experience, and that's what I was doing in the pool. Okay. Um, People at work were starting to have panic attacks. That's why I had a panic attack yesterday, and then I went to where they were having a panic attack last night. So the energy kind of leads me there, if that makes sense to you guys. And then we talked about, the freaking toy catalog yesterday. Now the prices are changing. And that probably went out to the toy industry. That gave them panic attacks, gave me a panic attack. And then I went into the toy industry. If that makes any sense at all to you about how energy leads you where you go, sort of, you know what I mean? So, so they were starting to have panic attacks and starting to get super angry in the toy industry. It's probably not just the toy industry, but that's just where I was last night. And they started to call to me, Alyssa, we feel like we're getting stuck again. And that made me angry. And that does make me angry because, like, I've been helping you guys like all year. And the correct answer is not Alyssa, we're getting stuck again. The correct answer is please put Alyssa in her castle. Thank you. I did hear other people like obviously saying, like, obviously that's the correct answer, not Alyssa, we need our teacher to help us get out of this stuck level again, yet again. Okay. Yet again, the answer would be please put Alyssa in her castle. Okay. And so, yeah, that's going to make me angry, especially if this keeps going like in this direction. And every year at this time, y'all are like, we're getting stuck again. Like, there is a warp hole to 5D. Everybody's played fucking Mario. There's a freaking warp hole to 5D, and it's called Put Alyssa in Her Castle. Um, so they were calling to me, Alyssa, we're getting stuck again. And then I called to Gigi. I was like, how do they get out of 4-2? And Gigi said you have to be less dense. And so the ancient Atlanteans attack yesterday would be more dense. So that's obviously keeping them stuck. The ancient Atlantean attack that, gave us all panic attacks or whatever, that's called more dense. Okay. So you have to ascend out of that way of life, out of that parasitical, lower astral way of life, of like, however Gigi says it. Okay. She says it way better than I do. Go watch a Gigi video. Um, she meant you have to, yeah, you have to raise out of, I just said that. Okay. You have to move on from Atlantean rights altogether. You have to stop claiming my team, Hollywood, who claims my team every single day. Oh my God, Tim Chalamet. You're not claiming my team. Okay. I feel like I have to like literally repeat myself like 5 times. Like, stop claiming my team, stop interviewing my team, stop calling them Hollywood celebrities. Remember that they're my team. Remember that they belong in the castle with me. Remember that I decide where they go. Remember that the 3D narrative doesn't decide where they go. This is all keeping you stuck in the lower astral, and it's giving you miserable lives. And I keep saying that over and over and over. You have guides warning you the whole entire time. You're ignoring your guides. You're ignoring your angels. Your angels are literally telling you this stuff to your head every single day. I'm just reiterating, what you're definitely being warned every single day of your life. And you just like keep fighting back. You know, well, it makes me sick to think of Tim marrying her, stuff like that. Like it's ridiculous at this point, and you're going to be stuck in the lower astral realm. Elle Fanning for even saying that. Okay. Um, so I just wrote out a brief um, list of the levels. And this is pretty rough, so it might change because I just did it really quickly to try to help humanity yet again. So 4-0 is ghost level, 4-1 is one person, 4-2 is two people, 4-3 would be with your extended family. 4-4 would be no, it's owned by me, God, Alyssa, to make it more innocent, and then that helps you ascend to the next level. 4-5 is the castle. There was a map at work yesterday and it had castles on it, and it kind of made my like blood run cold. Um, that there's actually like princesses in these castles. So I think I was bilocating yesterday. Um, Even though people do live in castles like literally today, but I think it was like realizing that the castles are like literally on the map and they are actually run by, we'll just say, Alyssa, Tim, and Ezra. So you guys have to come to terms with that, okay? Um, 4-6 is a free romantic experience. 4-7 turns it into energy. 4-8 is reptilian dragon narrative. 4-9 is peace. 5-0 are the cops. Isn't that the 5-0? The cops. 5-1 is one person in sense of safety in her own energy. 5-2 is two people, Alyssa and Brandon, fully embodied, and we'll just stop there because you guys can't even get out of the lower astral. So why would you need the next the rest of the levels? Okay, so yeah, I hope that has helped you guys move on from the lower astral. Again, I've told you the answer many times in this video. If you have to go back and rewatch it many times, I'm sure you can. And I'm sure that you can request the help of your guides, which are literally warning you every single day of your entire existence.